Howdy. It's Yuri from Park Car Convos. The episode you're about to watch is episode 0. It's our beta test. We were completely unplanned, unscripted, unprepared. So, yeah, we're kind of out of pocket in this one and kind of all over the place. And a lot of our thoughts don't actually end up finishing. So, yeah, I just want to say thank you, I guess, for listening and watching this episode. Also, I did throw some major hate at celebrity in this episode. Truly no hate. Like, honestly, I kind of fucked with his music. I don't know what was going on. I think I was just really sleep deprived. And I made some comments about his appearance, which, I can't talk. I'm ugly as fuck. So just take that with a grain of salt. But, yeah, without further ado, this is Park Car Convos. I hope you enjoy. So yeah, this is our podcast, Parked Car Convos. Should we actually title it that?
Yeah, let's title. We gotta take a picture for just
a picture
of us in a parked car just talking.
Yeah, we're not in a parked car, but our conversations are very much what you would have, like our conversations are very much the conversations that you would have in the middle of the night, kind of stoned out, maybe a little drunk, and just in a parked car in a random park, just vibing. That is the vibe we are giving whenever we talk and have fun.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what we wanted to base our podcast off of. So yeah, Parked Car Convos. And we are recording in the middle of the fields. Literally at midnight.
We're on a hill too.
We're on a hill, yeah. So a lot of people are gonna see us.
Extra. We are basically a big target right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Big target.
Yeah.
Anyways.
There's people staring at us right now.
There's definitely not. It's the middle of the night, no one's up, no one's around. You're right. You're right. This is filmed in front of a live audience.
Yes.
Say hi, audience.
Hello.
Oh my god. I was hoping you wouldn't say anything, and then you said something, and I'm like, oh. Yeah. So. Okay, Rob, introduce yourself, fully, state your name, major. I mean, you already said your name, but your major,
Hi, my name's Rob Brownson, and I'm from EI. I go to EIU.
Okay.
My major is television production.
Okay.
So I get to play with cameras all day and make movies.
Yeah, that's fun. Oh yeah, you were telling me about a movie that you were making.
Yeah, I am making a short film.
Oh my god, that's so cool. For one of your classes, right?
For one of my classes, yeah.
That's so cool. What's the premise of this movie?
It's supposed to be this people who are stealing documents.
Okay.
And then a cop steals it back. It's very dumb.
So National Treasure.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Basically.
EIU's very own National Treasure. We
stole documents about maps of Illinois.
So literally almost exactly National Treasure. Okay. I'm Yuri Castro. I already said that. I go to EIU as well.
What?
I know. Crazy, right? It's almost like we met each other here.
Never met in my life.
And I'm an English education major, but a lot of people like to say my major is party because I'm always partying.
He's not gonna make
with
any money.
With a minor in stoner and alcoholism. So that's very fun.
Those are definitely your minors.
Those are definitely not mine. I feel like those are more my major than anything. But but you know what? It's been actually no, I smoked yesterday. So
and
I was gonna say I know this is nicotine, dummy.
Same thing.
Okay, whatever. I was gonna say it's been a week since I've had weed, so I was gonna say a week sober, but I broke it yesterday. So, but before coming here, I was actually that's something interesting to talk about. Before coming here, I was completely sober off weed. I had taken taken from March.
Not possible.
It was possible because I was I want to sober up and be fun and
and that lasted at least.
It lasted from last March all the way until October of last year as well. So it was quite a long time, and then I got back into it, and I just forgot how much fun it was. But also weed got me in a lot of trouble in life. Not in life, but
That is pretty normal though.
Really? Drugs causing trouble?
Drugs?
Never. But yeah, so yeah, that's us. Do you have anything interesting to talk about?
Well,
I know that we discussed bringing topics.
Yeah, but we didn't really do that.
I brought topics.
You brought topics, but I do have one.
Okay, let's hear it.
That EIU just said we are unofficial.
Oh my God, yes. Hello, this is the day after we're filming this or recording this, the day after Unofficial. So, Rob, how was your Unofficial?
Do people know what unofficial is?
I think Unofficial basically is like St. Patty's Day here because we're not in school during St. Patty's, so we celebrated the week before and just like it's 4 houses.
Yeah.
Oh no, 3 houses.
3 houses.
I think it was 4 last year though.
Last year it was 4.
But yeah, it's 3 houses that have like a house crawl, and so from 10 a.m. All the way until like 5 p.m. they have parties at different houses that you like crawl between, and then they have after parties, which are like the usual parties from 10 to 2, and so yeah,
it was pretty wild.
Yeah, I kind of didn't like live the full Unofficial experience, but
Me either.
Because
I had to work on a PBS Kids Day at Buzzard Hall.
Ooh, I'm just kidding.
Which was very fun because I got to hang out with a lot of people I knew.
Okay.
And make kids happy because it's Kids Day. So
yeah.
A lot of kids come in, they're all smiling, having fun. So it's really nice to do that.
That's right as hell. Yeah.
But then
spreading enjoyment.
Yeah, and then directly after I went to one of the parties, the second house.
Yeah, the second house, which was from 12 to 3.
Yeah, which I went there for like an hour, and then I was like tired and fell asleep. And
Did you see any of your friends there? Because I don't think I saw any of your friends there. That's why. 'Cause I definitely didn't see Braden or Mason. But yeah. So that was his experience. Did you go to any after parties?
I actually slept through all of them.
Oh my God.
Because I was so tired.
Okay, so my experience was a little different. I definitely had fun. I definitely had a lot of fun. So I got to the first party kind of late. We got there like 11:30, me and all my friends. Kind of didn't want to go at the very beginning because we were like, 10 a.m. is kind of crazy to be partying, even though we pre-gamed.
Way too early.
We pre-gamed in my dorm. So technically we were partying since then, but or not in my dorm, in one of my friends' dorm. And yeah, that was fun. And then we got to the first house, and then there wasn't really much going on because it's kind of like a lawn party, so it really is just like a whole bunch of groups of people all standing together and talking within their groups and drinking within their groups. And that was fun. And I know everyone. So I was as I was walking through through the crowd, I was just like, oh my God, hey, nice to meet you. Snap a pic, continue walking. Oh, hey, nice to meet nice to see you. Snap a pic. And that was pretty fun. I spent the day mainly with a couple of my friends, my gal pals, which is kind of funny to say, but yeah. And then we went to the second house. And Phi Cap, which was Phi Cap. Phi Cap was so much fun. I was on the porch right next to the music, so obviously it was really loud and everyone was dancing, having fun.
Yeah.
I was throwing ass.
What?
What? Me throwing ass? Never. But yeah, it was really fun. And then I was pretty sober for most of it. I didn't have money or time to buy my own Borg and do all that, which definitely I wish I did, just because I feel the experience would have been a lot better. I would have been a lot more drunk and a lot more fun. And oh my God, okay, well, okay, I'll get into that later, but I already have a topic stored in my head. But yeah, I was pretty sober. I had 4 cups of JJ. And that shit was strong, too. So, it was good.
Phi Cap is always somewhat strong.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Sigma Chi is more, but
Sigma Chi is so strong.
It's way too strong.
Me and we've had this conversation before. Yes. We love going there to Sig Kai to pregame. So we'll get there like right at 10, like 10:15ish, and like just like down a whole bunch of cups of JJ, and then whenever we're feeling like a level 3 drunk, we'll like leave and then go to Fight Cap and D Kai, which are like the parties that we actually enjoy. And like we enjoy Sig Kai too, but like no hate to Sig Kai, no hate to anyone or anything mentioned unless we specifically say fuck you. But
Fuck you.
But yeah, Sig Kai is kind of like the place you go to like pregame. And then, you know, if you want to dance and have actual fun, D Kai and Fight Cap is usually where it's at least for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fight Cap was fun. I mean, we were on the porch, which is a wild situation because people like, it felt like I was in a zombie movie. Like there were people like constantly like people were constantly climbing over the fence and climbing onto the porch, even though they were telling people don't go up on the porch, like there's no room on here. And
I'm
that was
surprised it didn't like cave in.
Honestly, I thought that was gonna happen. But it didn't, luckily, thank God. That would have been so upsetting if I kept off that porch.
I'd be like, well, now they have like a slanted porch.
Yeah, now you have a slanted porch, so you can like lean on it and vibe. But yeah, that was fun. And I didn't really get too drunk. I did get high because I asked this girl, I'm like, oh, can I hit your cart? And I don't know what the fuck that shit was. I don't think it was a cart. I think it was like probably a dap pen or something, like something way stronger, or at least a little bit stronger. And like I took like 2 like pretty big rips of it, and like I was like pretty okay. I was like, oh wow, okay, that shit hit, cool. And that was fun. And then we left. We didn't want to go to the third house. I don't know why. We just kind of like weren't like feeling.
The third house I knew was like pretty bad.
Yeah, I heard the third house is pretty ass. But like, I mean, if it's like, if it's at least music and like a lot of people there, like at least it's kind of fun. But from what I heard, there wasn't a lot of people going, and so that was kind of a disappointment.
Where was it? Was it at Sigma?
Your shit's still playing music, dude.
I'm turning it off.
I turned it off for you.
For you, you can keep your talking. Keep going.
Well, I'm just saying we can't put this on YouTube or like anywhere if there's like copyright music playing.
It wasn't playing.
It was totally playing.
Don't say that. People will hear.
Oh, right. It was never playing, guys.
It was never playing, guys.
Any claims that it was playing is truly fiction. It's purely fiction.
Fake news.
Fake news. Never heard it. But what I was gonna get into is, I guess, the first tea time of this podcast. There's this guy who I've been talking to, been vibing with for a little while, and like, I don't know, like we're kind of like in between the talking and boyfriend stage, and so, but basically, whatever. Shut up. Oh. There's a whole lot to talk about there, but I had asked him because he grows weed, and his parents grow weed, and they sell it. And so I asked him, like, hey, do you mind if, like, I get, like, some weed for the party, you know? And you could come, too, if you want, right? I was genuinely just asking him to come party with me. And, you know, if he wanted, he could, you know, bring some weed. You know, that would be an extra plus.
Just try. Sounds like you're, you know, try and get that weed.
I mean, no, because I didn't want him there, right? Don't get me wrong. I didn't want him there. But, like, I also kind of was hoping that he would bring some weed so we can smoke. Because me and him, that's what we like to do. We like to go out to Lake Charleston and smoke whenever he comes around. And it's really fun. And, like, we have, like, great conversations, you know. It's great. His personality's pretty good, too. And, like, that sounds like such a throwaway thing. But, like, his personality's good and everything. And, you know, the plus that he has weed, you know. And so I asked him, like, hey, could you bring some weed with you when you come, whatever, right? He said, yeah, of course, I'll bring a shit ton so you and all your friends can smoke and, you know, whatever, right? And I was so excited. I literally hyped up my friends. I told my friends, guys, my boyfriend's bringing weed. And I called him my boyfriend. Like, I legit said that, which is a mistake. But I was like, guys, my boyfriend's bringing weed. Like, it was going to be so much fun. And then he was like, okay, I could come on Friday and give it to you. And then, you know, because he didn't want to go party. And I was like, no, it's okay. Like, if you're not going to come, it's fine. You don't have to bring weed. He's like, no, I want to bring you weed. Like I want to do that for you. Oh. And so I thought, oh, that's really sweet. And so it was Friday. And like at noon, I texted him, hey, do you know what time you're gonna stop by, just so I can like clear my schedule, for you. And then he kind of ghosted me. Not ghosted completely, but like he like didn't respond until like 7:30 at night, which was like okay, like whatever. I texted him at like noon. And I was like, hey, he was like, hey, I think I'll be by around like 9. I'm like, okay, cool. And then he texted me 8:30. He's like, hey, I don't know if I can make it. I said, okay, well, I mean, like, whatever, I guess, like, let me know. He said, I'll try to make it. I said, okay. And then it was 9, and I texted him, hey, so do you know if you can actually come or not, whatever, blah, blah. Left me undelivered. And then later that night, I texted him, I'm like, hey, is everything okay? Like, just making sure, because you said you were going to try and come, and you would let me know, and then you didn't. And then completely left undelivered, and then he barely opened it today, like, all my texts. And I'm like, bro, like, first of all, that's icky. Like, I understand if, like, shit got complicated, but, like, it literally takes 2 seconds to send a text, sorry, I can't be there. Sent. Like, it literally takes 2 seconds. You know what, let me give him the benefit of the doubt. 5 minutes to text me, hey, sorry, I can't make it. And, like, I'm not mad that he didn't bring weed. Like, I couldn't give a fuck.
It's gonna be all on YouTube.
Oh, I don't give a fuck. This bitch ass can fucking find it. Like, I don't give a fuck. But no, I blocked him on everything already. He's a Nick. But this has been like the 3rd time that like he's gone like completely, not completely, but like gone ghost on me without an explanation or reason. And so I was like, I didn't text him, but like in my head I'm just thinking, I'm like, bro, like at this point, like you're literally saying that you don't value communication and you don't value me. Because like even something as small as bringing me weed, which is like some like not like I
mean, it is in a way sometimes can be big,
Big? What do you mean?
Like
that's a big deal?
It's a big deal. I don't know why I made that voice.
I don't know either, but it's okay. You have a screw loose. It's fine.
Wow. Ow. Okay. We're going to go
kidding.
there. I'll say some stuff.
I'm just kidding. I love you. Come here. I showed you how to do the heart today.
Peace.
Come on. Peace. Fold the pinky. Heart.
That's not pinky. That's my...
Okay, well, flip it more this... Okay. Whatever. We'll figure this out. We'll figure this out. That's just the middle finger, okay?
Oh.
Anyways. But yeah, for me, it's not even like about the fact that he didn't bring weed or anything or that, whatever. It's just the fact that he didn't communicate with me more than anything. That bothers me more than anything, Okay. Anyways.
I don't know. It's so cold out.
It is kind of cold out.
I like to.
Are you cold?
A little.
I'm not cold. My legs are kind of cold.
So great for you.
My legs are kind of cold because they're like touching the cold ground. But yeah, that kind of icked me out, and like I was like, that's the 3rd time that he's done that, and like he opened everything and like didn't like say anything, and so I'm just like, okay, like whatever, like I'm kind of over it, like this has been the 3rd time. The first time we ever met, he did the same shit too. Like he said he would be there at 6, then all of a sudden it was 7, and then all of a sudden he said, okay, I'll be there by 9. And then it just turned into him never coming, and then the very next day he made it up to me. Came over, spent the whole day with me and stuff, and it was fun. But yeah, he's just not good at communication. That's something I value, so. Icky, out.
Okay.
But
Not good enough flavor.
Not a good enough flavor. Yeah, Oh, yeah, is that because of what I tell you all the time? Your lack of flavor is kind of a flavor. I always tell Rob, your lack of flavor is kind of a flavor sometimes. No, I mean this in the best way. Like, please do not take offense to this. And like, listeners, I'm not dragging him. This isn't like an abusive relationship or anything. Like,
it's so abusive.
Shut up.
I'm joking.
Shut up, or
yeah, we're gonna get canceled on that first episode.
We probably will. Honestly, I think we're just gonna get canceled because we're too honest.
I don't care.
I don't care either. Like, I'm just doing this shit for fun, but for the shits and gigs. But like, Rob kind of isn't like a really big partier. He isn't like a really big stoner. He isn't like a really big like anything.
I'm a big drinker though.
Yeah, you are a big drinker. A bird drinker.
A bird drinker.
He's a big drinker. And And yeah, so I always tell him, your lack of flavor and excitement is kind of a flavor, you know. And like honestly, it's like like sometimes you just kind of want vanilla ice cream sometimes, you know, like that's kind of like you, like, you know, sometimes all my other friends
It sounds racist. I just want a vanilla color.
Oh no, there's nothing to do. I'm saying because vanilla is like plain. It's like known as vanilla, like, you know, like when you refer to something as boring.
I'm plain. I'm boring.
Can you let me get to my point? I've already explained this to you. I'm explaining it to the podcast audience.
The audience.
But yeah,
The voices.
the voices. But yeah, like sometimes like my other friends are like really like exciting. Like all of my other friends are really exciting and stuff. And like sometimes it feels good to like just like kind of relax and sit with someone who like there's no expectation of like smoking weed or like doing drugs or like drinking or anything. You know, it's really fun to just like come to you and just like be able to like chill and like watch random YouTube videos till like 1 a.m. You know, it's really fun for that. Mm-hmm. And so that's what I mean when I say your lack of flavor is a flavor, like, you know. But yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
Pivoting to a better pivot. And this is going to bring me to my next conversation. I wish I could like drive right now and like have my car on campus and like vibe, like like not even like my car, just like a car, just like a car to just
actually
like
do parked car convos instead of sitting outside.
Well, okay, yeah, well, but also driving is just so much fun. Like, do you know?
It is true.
I just like driving.
I want to know what that is.
I don't know. You wouldn't know oh. I just got the joke.
If you guys don't get it, I'm legally blind and I can't drive.
He's legally blind, meaning how bad is your vision without your glasses? Like, can you like are you near farted?
Are you near farted? Are you far farted?
Because I mixed far and sighted together. And okay, are you near sighted or far sighted?
I'm both.
How does that make sense? You're either one or the other.
At a certain point, it will go blurry, and at another point, it'll go blurry. So there has to be a certain amount.
Oh, so like you're in between, like you can't see. Oh my god, damn.
Oh yeah, I'm cursed.
Damn, I'm so sorry. Moment of silence for Rob's eyes.
No, we're not doing this. Go, keep talking.
You didn't let me work out my bit.
Okay, fine.
Moment of silence. Moment of silence for Rob's eyes. Okay, moment's gone. Anyways, moving on.
That's quick.
Stupid. That's the point. Okay. Rob isn't getting it today. Rob isn't with the shit. He's not getting the vibes. Anyways, I love driving. Back to the main point. I love driving. I love driving and like feeling the air in my hair. Oh my god, that rhymes. And listening to music.
The air in my air. Wait,
feeling the air in my hair and listening to Cher. Like, since we want to make it rhyme. No, but I love listening to music and just
listening
like
to Ed
driving.
Sheeran.
Oh, fuck Ed Sheeran. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all the listeners that are Ed Sheeran fans, but I mean, he has some good songs like Castle on the Hill. That's a good song. I also like his like
I like his older stuff.
I like Perfect. Baby, you look perfect tonight. Like but like he just honestly, he's the prime example of you don't have to be pretty to be famous. Like
because he's ginger?
No, because he's buttfuck ugly. Like, I'm sorry, that man is, have you seen the picture? People on Twitter have been editing his eyes farther and farther apart. It's gotten to the point that I don't know where his actual eyes are. They're like, because he naturally has like eyes that go outwards. And so I just They just been like making them like slowly turn outwards more and more. And it's just the funniest shit ever. It'll just show up on like my like scroll sometimes. I'm just like, bruh. It's so fucking stupid. Oh, and that picture I showed you earlier. Of
with him and the monkey.
First of all, I'm gonna see if I can put
dig it.
I'm gonna put the picture up so you guys can see what I mean. But this bitch, I don't know what the context was. He's in the Apple store, sitting on one of like the tables, or like a store that looks like the Apple store, and he's wearing a monkey costume and like all fours, and he's just smiling in the camera, and I'm just like, bitch, what the fuck was going on that day? Like, what dick was you smoking? Because I want to hit that shit too.
What dick was he smoking?
What dick was he smoking? Like, I'm sorry, we need to bring that back. That was a really big.
They just went out of nowhere.
You've never heard that before?
Dick out. Wait, dick he smoked?
Yeah. Have you not heard that before?
I never heard that before.
Okay, that was a big thing. Well, I don't know how big it was.
It sounds like you're talking about more and more dick.
No, that was a thing. That was a thing that we said in my middle school and like part way through like high school, and it was just so funny. Just, what dick is he smoking, bro? Like, I don't know. It was just such a stupid thing that we used to say, but it was so much fun.
Makes sense.
Why? Why are you saying that, huh? Why?
Not because you're gay.
Is there some basis behind it?
No, not because you're gay or anything.
It's because I'm gay? I'm not even gay, bitch. I'm bisexual. I'm half. So fuck off.
So you're half sucking. Wait, what?
Okay, the silence was so loud for that one. I can't. The silence was so loud. It was just confusion.
Confusion?
But yeah, I miss middle school and high school low-key.
Middle school for me was hell.
Actually, middle school for me was hell also, but like the vibes were fun. Like, I miss being able to just like blow off all my classes and still get an A, you know? Because that was middle school for me. I don't know how hard middle school was for you.
For me, I got bullied a lot.
I got bullied relentlessly as well.
But also for me, it was way hard for me. Okay. Did you fuck?
No, I said fuck because I ripped this thing up. Anyways, continue. What were you saying?
But where I went, I was ethnically and also racially different from everyone else. So,
Ethnically.
Ethnically.
Not ethically. Ethically is morals, bitch. Bringing some Aristotle into the chat. Aristotle has entered the chat. But
yeah.
Anyways,
where I went, I was like the only white kid out of like a few thousand.
Oh wow.
So
what school did you go to?
Unity.
Oh,
Unity
you were a Cicero kid.
You already know this.
Yeah, I do. It always like surprises me because you don't give Cicero kid vibes. You give.
I was from a good area.
Okay, that makes sense. Like you give like suburban like kids like played soccer in middle school or in high school or no.
Actually,
in
my
elementary
parents
school.
tried to make me do soccer, but I hated it. Mostly because I didn't understand anyone.
Understand anyone? Because they were all Hispanic.
Yeah.
Oh god, the racism is high with this one.
I'm not racist. It's true.
That's fair.
Everyone knew a second language. I was the only one that actually spoke English, only just English. So
for middle school, for me, I was like, I don't know, I was in that weird process of like coming out. Not like coming out, but like
figuring yourself out.
Well, I already knew I liked boys since like kindergarten. I remember my first crush to this point. It was this boy named Matthew who sat across from me. And I just thought, oh my god, he's like so fun, he's so cute, like I want to be his friend. I always want to be there with him like forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And like I didn't realize that was like what love was. You know, I remember thinking, I'm like, well yeah, that's not normal for friends, but he's my best friend. And like
he's my best friend. Awesome.
He's my best friend who I want to like sleep with and like invite over for sleepovers and like spend all day with him. Like that was my vibe. And like I know that sounds like weird now, especially me being like 18 and 19 or like almost 19 in a month.
When I was a kid, I had best friends I slept with.
But you understand, like I
know.
Like
but
in my head, it's
just funny in my head. It's like, oh, now as a kid, I had best friends.
I slept with them. They slept over at my house 24/7. But like, it was like that obsessive type of like, I don't want to say obsessive because it wasn't creepy or anything. It was very pure and very like, I just want to know him like completely and like be there for him all the time and like never ever have him be alone or sad or anything. And it was like a very deep like, and then I didn't realize that that was what love was until like first or second grade, when like people were like talking about like, oh, she likes him and blah blah, and then I was like, oh shit, like that's something completely different. And so yeah, and so I didn't realize that that was a difference, that was separate from just being friends. You know what I mean? That was like a different territory, and that was love.
So you kind of learned that friendship and love is kind of
and like
different.
I always like kind of hit it just because like I didn't want like I didn't know that it was. I thought that it was bad to be into boys because boys don't like boys. Boys like girls. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, Barbie has a Ken doll, but Ken doesn't have another Ken doll. You know?
I don't know. Ken doll in the movie.
Well, Ken and
Barbie.
No, what's his name? Eric? Alex? No, Alan. That was his name, Alan. Alan, yeah, Ken and Alan are besties, and they share the same clothes, which has some weird implications. But yeah, anyways, I digress. But in middle school is when I was like, you know, I like knew what I was. I knew that I like guys and I like girls. And I was just like, well, fuck. Like, no one else does. And yeah, and other guys realized that I wasn't into sports super much, and I wasn't like really manly, and that I liked, you know, my favorite color was like purple, and like not like blue or green or something, or like, you know. And so I got really bullied, basically what I'm trying to say. I got bullied a lot. Actually, there's a funny story. So well, it's kind of tragic, it's kind of sad, but I had my favorite hoodie, and at my school it was a uniform. It was like a very like strict uniform, like
us too.
It was like you had to wear like
what
a
type
white
of uniform did you have to wear?
Okay, it was a white button-up shirt with a blue tie and blue dress pants and black shoes, specifically black dress shoes.
We were the same way. We had the exact same thing.
Oh my god.
We had the white. Okay, back in like grade school, we had the white shirt.
Okay.
That you could see through. It was so white that it was very easy to see through. And so it was also with blue pants. And then they introduced gray, because then they realized the white shirts don't work.
Yeah, and that shit gets stained like so quickly. Yeah, I've had uniforms all my life, but yeah. And so on this day, it was dress down day, and so like if you pay like, you had to pay like 50 cents or like $1 or something like that. It was like literally like, it was like, I don't know why they even made us pay for that shit. It was so stupid. But
it's a poor school.
Yeah, probably. School. Well, it was a charter school, so it got most of it.
Oh yeah,
it got money from private funding and also public.
And that's not that much though.
Yeah, it's not that much. But yeah, and and so this day was dressed down, and I wore my favorite hoodie that I had just gotten like 2 weeks before. It was a Ghostbusters blue navy hoodie from H&M. I remember I loved it. It was my favorite in the whole world. And it was destroyed by these little bullies, these little bitches. Honestly, I'm not going to hate on them, though, because, like...
No, they're little bitches.
No, because they could be some... Actually, no, I know one of the guys now, and he's in jail, so... Maybe they were just bitches. But,
just as, like, I know one of the guys... Oh, yeah, he's in jail.
Yeah, he's in jail. And the other one is, like... Yeah, so they... Actually, you know what? Fuck them. They did nothing with their lives. One of them's in jail... And one of them's, like, not doing really well, and, like...
Okay, we should probably, not, like, target...
Oh, no! What do you mean?
It kind of seems like we're targeting them.
Oh, no. I'm targeting who they were. I'm targeting their past selves. But, I mean, also, I'm not saying names. Like, it's not like anyone's gonna find them.
So they're... No.
So their names... But they ruined it. They, like, popped off a pen cap... And, like, got all the ink and just, like, wiped it on the back of my hoodie as they were, like, walking past me. And I was, like... And I didn't realize it, like, right then and there. And then I was, like, okay, whatever. And then I took off my hoodie for a second. Because I thought they, like, put a sign on my back or whatever. And so I, like, took off my hoodie and I, like, held it there. And, like, just instantly, like, streams of tears went down my face. Anyways, it was bad. It was a bad experience. Man. But then, the point that I'm trying to get to, the funny part... of this whole story is that because of all that, you know, the principal and everyone got involved, and they had me talk to a counselor who was very liberal, very white, very liberal. She was the only white staff at this school. Everyone else was like Latino or mixed or, you know, something like that. And she was like one of the only white teachers there. And she didn't even teach. She was just a guidance or like a counselor of some sort. And she explained to me sex. And she explained to me sexual orientation. And she explained to me gender identity, which at the time was still new. And so it was so weird. It was the weirdest, most uncomfortable 30 minutes of my life. Like 30 minutes to an hour of my life. She was like, so like, I assume like you understand your sexuality well, right? And I'm like, I told her, I'm like, I mean, not really. I just know I like boys. And they were like, she was like, well, let's talk about that. And she like
not helping you, just like, let's figure out who you are.
Well, no, she just wanted to explain, like, I'm gonna give it to her. She was trying to be like helpful, and she was trying to explain like everything and like different sexualities and different like, you know, like, you know, a guy and a guy can like each other. But like at the time I felt so like weirded out, and like I was just like, oh, this is kind of like not fun. Like, why am I the only one getting this talk, you know? Like, and it felt kind of weird because I felt like I was being singled out and being taught something that like no one else was being taught. And so I just felt like it felt weird. And then
what's the temperature outside? It's so cold.
It's not that cold, dude.
Bro, I'm wearing shut up. It's
these damn 6-year-old kids, man.
Shut up.
But
32?
Yeah, but yeah, that shit was super fun to me. It's 32 degrees? Bitch, it's not even below freezing. You're fine.
My feet are being icy.
Is your Audi becoming an innie?
No, it's actually...
I guess it's always been an innie. Never mind.
Wow. Okay. Let's see how it is.
I'm just kidding. Also, that's a reference. Oh my god, that's a reference to this to the Jesus guy. That's one of the things he said. So a couple days ago, I think it was Thursday.
Yeah. Thursday or Wednesday.
I think it might have been Thursday because I had my philosophy class and I have philosophy on Thursday.
Yeah.
But yeah, around noon, this guy was just there on the North Quad just spouting hate and religious, like, hate. And just, it was horrible. He was just like, you're going to hell if you like boys and you're a boy. He was also like, you're going to hell if you have sex before marriage, and like a bunch of shit like that. And he called on his side. I took a picture because I thought it was so funny. He had like a list of all the different crimes and like sins, and like he had headers for all of them. So he was like lying, and then like lying, telling half truths, hiding the truth, whatever, right? Sorcery, smoking weed, doing drugs, and performing witchcraft. And I was like, bitch, how the fuck did those even like correlate? Like,
if you do work, if you do witchcraft, then you're going to hell.
What's like, honestly, I understand that, but the smoking weed, I'm like, bro, how does that? Because it was like in a list underneath sorcery. So I'm like, I'm a sorcerer, guys. I'm a sorcerer. I smoke weed. I'm a sorcerer, guys. Watch out! I've got a cadaver. Like, I was just having the most fun with that shit.
Guys, watch out! I'm gonna do wizard powers.
I was just having so much fun with it, and like I used to be Were you there for that? Or no, you were asleep in your room, right?
I was very tired because also I don't sleep often.
Yeah.
Ever.
This
really.
is Rob's whole shtick, is that he doesn't sleep. Even though I've caught him sleeping multiple times, so I don't know what the fuck.
True, you have. But also, multiple times you've caught me not sleeping.
Yeah, fair. Most nights like this, yeah. But,
like tonight, I'm probably not going to sleep again. But I
tonight?
Yeah, I probably won't.
Why not?
Because I don't want to.
Okay, anyways. But yeah, I used to be a really, like, devout Christian. Not, like, devout, but, like, I used to be, like, really big on, like, religion and stuff, which I know is crazy. If, like, if the past me met me now, he'd be like, you're going to hell! Like, like in my baby voice, you're going to hell, sinner! Sinner! Anyways.
You're gonna meet Satan.
Anyways. But yeah. And so I was like coming to him with like actual arguments that were based in like, that weren't just based in like logic. They were based in like the Bible and what the Bible says and shit. And like I was eating this bitch up, and the best thing he could do was dance around the question. Like it was just so stupid. Like I was like, well, let's not touch religion right now. But
yeah, we'll do that another time.
We'll do that another day. We'll have a segment. Holy smokes, we'll smoke and then talk about Jesus. But yeah, I was like coming to him with like actual arguments, like the Bible says this and then it says this, so what the fuck? And he would just like dance around the issue, and I'm like, bro, okay, like even if you were a Christian, like you're a bad Christian because you can't. Like he was also telling lies too, like he was like spreading misinformation for real.
I wish I was out there and I just started playing music.
That's what I kept on saying. I'm like, someone needs to get out here with a speaker and play Highway to Hell. Because he kept on saying, he said hell like every 5 minutes. He's like, you're going to hell. You hellin' motherfucking hell, bitch. Like, I don't know. He was just saying hell too much. And I was like, but you know what? Props to CCH, which is that Christian house over here, Christian campus house, I think it stands for. But they went over there with a banner, and we're silent the whole entire time. They didn't interact with anyone unless you interacted with them first, and they just had a sign that said "God loves you all," and then it had a rainbow heart on it, and it was just like, I'm like, if you want to win people, you know that saying like you attract more bees, or you attract more mosquitoes with honey than with vinegar. Like you will get more people on your side with kindness and love rather than with hate. And that's what Christianity is supposed to be about like love and hate. Or, sorry, spreading love, not hate.
I mean, okay, we're not going to get into the...
We're not getting super religious, but, like, I just wanted to point that out. Like, shout out to CCH. They were actually being, like, really, like, respectful and kind. And, like, I, like, was like, I like your banner. I appreciate it. And there goes, yeah, God loves you. Have a great day. Have a blessed day or whatever. And I was like, slay. And there was a moment when the Mormons came out. I don't know.
Wait, what?
You weren't there for this? Obviously, you weren't there. You didn't hear about it at all, though?
I heard about it. I woke up, I saw him, like, oh, shit, this is happening. And then I had to go to work.
These two Mormon guys who have been on our campus before, the Mormons like to walk around and, like, pass out brochures and stuff about Mormonism and stuff.
I told one of them to eat my ass.
Okay. Again, the silence was way too loud for that.
I don't know. I'm not a religious person.
And the Mormons started walking up, and I was like, "Ah, shit, some shit's gonna go down," because the Mormons over here in the corner, they were like, okay, if you imagine, I'm sorry, no one that doesn't go here isn't gonna understand, but like on the North Quad, like right in front of the Union, they were on the side by the bookstore and by Doudna, and the Mormons were coming from the side by the Billy Panther statue, which is like the other side, and they stayed to that side, and they were like talking with some people that went up to them and were like, you know, what's going on, whatever, blah blah.
There's like two FBI guys like coming up, the Men in Black.
I don't know, they could have been FBI guys without their jackets. But yeah, and so that was pretty funny. I remember there was like a whole thing. They were like, they're gonna start fighting because Mormons don't believe in Christ or whatever. But yeah, I also gave an interview to one of the ladies, or not one of the ladies, like some other girl that was there. She was like, I also like not disrespecting her by saying a girl, but like lady meant like in my head meant more like teacher, and like she wasn't a teacher. She was just a girl there that was like interviewing people, like how do you feel about this, blah blah. And she said that she was gonna like take it to the EIU like newspaper, but I don't think the EIU newspaper even said anything about it. But yeah, anyways, I gave her like a little. She was like, how do you feel about this? And I'm like, well, this and this and blah blah.
I would have been like, this is funny as fuck, we gotta keep doing this. It's just funny. Well,
she asked me if I was a Christian. She was like, because I always wear my my cross with the skull on it, and so she asked me, I see a cross, are you a Christian yourself? I'm like, no, but I used to be, but whatever. I gave a whole little spiel to her, and she was like, thank you so much, I'm gonna print this out in the newspaper or whatever. I don't think they did anything, but yeah, that was pretty interesting. That was a pretty fun event. Oh my God! And then the highlight of that whole event,
Jesus came out.
Jesus was there. Jesus has the second coming of Jesus, or the third coming of Jesus, I guess at this point, right?
Hey, it could be like the 24th.
Well, because then Jesus... we're not getting into religion.
We're constantly just
we're like... I think that we chose the wrong topic to talk about because it's about God. It's inherently about God. Like, there's no way we can avoid it, but yeah, a guy... my friend Ethan, we had met before and like vibed at a party. Yeah, he's fun. He's a vibe. Mix. He came and he dressed up as Jesus, and it was funny as hell. And then there was like a whole showdown between the preacher and Jesus. It was so funny. It was funny as hell. He goes, "You're not the real Jesus." He goes, "How do you know? Doesn't God say he uses his most unlikely disciples as a messenger of God?" And he was like, blah, blah. It was just like a whole funny like back and forth between them. They were like, the Jesus guy was standing on the by the panther statue, and Jesus was standing on the door squad. So they were quite literally screaming at each other from across the way. It was so much fun. But then I made out with him.
Oh my God! Jesus is gay. New fact. Jesus
Checkmate
is gay.
Atheist. Jesus is gay. What you gonna say now? Now they officially can't go after Jesus because he's gay. He's a protected minority.
Oh, we're still gonna do that.
Okay, well, I tried, guys. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, to be like clear, I'm kind of joking. Like we kissed like 4 times because we kissed like twice because the first time he didn't. I kissed him. Well, okay, let me restart the whole thing.
Let's restart this.
Yeah, he was like, I was just like, went up to him and started talking to him because like we know each other and we were like vibing. And he was like, "I've been looking for someone to kiss me because, to kiss in front of him because like, fuck him, whatever, right? You know, God loves all." And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm down. Like,
you kissed Jesus.
And so I kissed Jesus, and then the guy wasn't looking. And so we called him over again. We're like, "Hey, look at this." And then he looked over. We kissed, and he just went and like flipped his head around and started talking to someone else. It was so funny. And then afterwards, he was like, "Y'all doing some homosexual shit?" And it was just,
"Y'all doing homosexual?
These damn homosexuals." It was just so much funny. It was so much funny. It was so much fun.
So much funny.
So much funny. It was so much funny. Like, and it was so much fun. We were just like poking fun at him. But like, what concerned me is that he brought up like Dahmer and like Hitler a lot. And so I'm like,
wait, what? I don't know. I never heard about this.
I'm not. So from what I heard from other people, and so this is not like completely accurate because I wasn't there. I can't speak on it personally. But from what I heard from other people, he said that this one dude looked like Dahmer. And it wasn't you, even though you look like Dahmer.
Shut up. No, I don't. I know, bro. No, shut up.
Anyways, he said that this one dude looked like Dahmer. And this guy, from what I heard, this guy was, like, almost ready to, like, beat this bitch up. Like, because like, he and him were, like, having a back and forth. And then he called him, like, he looked like Dahmer. And, like, he, like, insulted him. And, like, his girlfriend had to, like, walk him away. And I saw him. This is what I saw because I was walking towards it. And I saw him. He, like, knocked over a sign. He, like, fucking kicked the fuck out of a sign. And I was like, oh, shit.
There's a fight.
I'm like, stuff is getting a lot more serious. And then, yeah, he started talking about Dahmer again. And someone was like, "Man, quit it with the Dahmer shit. Like, what the fuck? How did we end up here again?" So, and then he brought up Hitler and was saying that, like, would you guys follow, like, Hitler's manifesto? I'm like, obviously not. He killed millions of people. And then I was like, well, God killed, like, hundreds of thousands of people as well. Like, so are you comparing God to Hitler? Like, what's going on here?
I mean...
Like, his what he was saying was not making sense at all. Like,
it wasn't making much sense, but God did do a lot of things.
God is a very... Well, at least in the... I don't know. In certain parts of the book, he's very wrathful. But, like, whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah. That was... I mean, I think we're going to cut it here just because it's a little... it's like 50 minutes already.
I'm cold.
And he's cold, so
I'm freezing.
before he starts bitching at me like a little bitch.
Shut up. I'm just cold.
It's okay, we're going inside right now. But yeah, that was Parked Car Convos with Yuri and Rob.
Yay.
Stay tuned for the next episode. I don't know when it's gonna be, but Wednesday when we have proper. Hopefully, this is like our beta test. Okay, not gonna lie, we're recording this on my phone. This is
episode 0.
This is episode 0. This is the test run. And we're just testing the waters, seeing how you guys react and stuff. Sorry.
Jesus.
Don't watch your mouth, sir. Don't use his name in
I'm
vain.
sorry.
But yeah, this is Parked Car Convos. Let us know. Let us know if there's any topics you guys want us to talk about. I know we kind of just like it was very.
And if you want, we can go certain areas.
Certain areas. What do you mean?
We almost got on top of religion.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Leave comments if you guys want us to like talk about certain topics. Like leave your own topics that you guys want us to talk about, because it's gonna be hard for us to like come up with different stuff every day. But yeah, today was very unscripted. Like honestly, we're just sitting here and we're like, should we just do it now? We're having great conversation already.
Yeah.
So
and we did.
There was like a conversation that we started earlier that I can't remember. I've been trying to remember this entire time, and I can't remember what it was. I think we wasted that energy right there. We wasted that potential right there. But I should have written it down. But yeah. I'll see y'all later. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. I don't know when I'm posting this, so maybe see you.
We could probably post it like tomorrow.
Yeah, we could probably post it tomorrow. So this is probably going up on Monday. Well, it is Monday when we're recording this technically because it's 12. It's past 12. Anyways, I'll see you guys later, or I'll talk to you guys later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.